Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix, episode 49. In this episode, we're going to make a mob spawner to get some more pink slime to enhance our laser drills. Let's get started. Okay, so after I updated Ender.io, something happened to the redstone conduits and they became all misconfigured. So that's what happened when we drained the energy out of these tanks, or, most of them I had to revert to an earlier save. But basically, what happened over here was that they were set to the wrong signal type. So yes, this should be an input signal, and this should be an output signal. But the colors have to match too, or they don't get the right signal. Again, the same thing on the machines. They were all set wrong, which is why they were on when they should have been off, or vice versa, or it didn't seem to make any sense. So it confused me for a minute there. I thought it might have been a bug in Ender.io. I spent like 20 minutes checking older version to see what could have happened, and so I was about to file a bug report when I went to check the conduits to make sure that my input-output logic made sense, and I finally got a test world that did work correctly, so I figured it was probably all fine. The first thing I noticed, though, was that it seemed like this had turned itself off when I didn't want it to. I wondered why it was off when it still had power over here. And the reason is that the conduits were no longer configured properly. Ignore the question marks around the power output. Something about the version that I compiled didn't have the right string in there. I'm not sure. It gave me a compile error or warning, but I kind of ignored it, and it makes sense. It's trying to make that view symbol, and it's not there. But, it's okay. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. We'll fix that at a later time. So, I want to get back into that laser system, but we need more pink slime to do that. And I don't want to keep pouring slime into the world and, making more stuff. So what I'd like to do instead is to make a mob spawner for pink slime. And I think I'll go ahead and use the one from Industrial Foregoing, assuming I have a gas tier. I'm not sure if I can do that. I do have a gas tier. Okay, we will use that then. And now we had one, so there we go. We'll be able to make one mob spawner with this, I guess. So we'll have to go fight more ghasts. And we need to get the mob duplicator, and it can use some of that essence we've been storing up. So we need to get a machine frame. And once we have that, should be able to make the mob duplicator. Doesn't have any nether wart. Well, we need to run the system out here so it can have access to the nether wart. Obviously, I don't want to go back inside to get this, so that would be silly. So let's put the nether wart here for now, and it's fine at the moment. So there we go, a mob duplicator and a mob imprisonment tool. So the first thing we'll have to do is spawn one of those pink slimes. Hopefully, catch it, and then we'll use it to spawn over here with the mob essence. I think because this tank is full, that's why it's not emptying anymore. Even the pink slime. So I think it's something else to do with that, but we shouldn't need more of this pink slime stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. What happened to my bucket? I'm not seeing it. So let's go over here and get us some pink slime. And hopefully we won't need any more of this pink slime. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn the mob spawner off now that I can. And we'll dig another hole in the world and pour the pink slime. And we will see what happens when it spawns. And then I will catch it and we will work with it. Look, I have a source of gold again. I can, I can cook these up to get some gold. Let's see, did that thing spawn yet? Of course not. This is why I want to make the mob spawner, because this is very tiresome. Alright, let's go ahead and combine some of these gold things. So yeah, I'm losing the enchants. I don't care. All I want off of these is the gold. I've got that system for doing enchanting, so I'm not too worried about that. Aha! Where'd you go? There you are. Come here, you. Cool, we have a mob disbursement tool with pink slime in there, which is awesome because that's what we're going to use to farm some pink slime. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and chuck things into the smeltery. So we'll get some extra gold out of that, about 24 pieces. That's kind of nice. And now all we have to do is figure out what to do with this stuff. So first thing I think we're going to do is get the rest of that liquid meat. I don't know what to do with that liquid meat. I might just void it. I don't want to void it yet because I don't know what it does. So let's see here. Do we have any iron drums? Essence, latex, more essence, and one empty one. Okay, so we'll use the one empty one. Cool, yep, it is empty. Probably better get some conduits. What I want to do right now is take my crescent hammer, put this down, and this down, and we'll empty that. Yeah, now that we took out the liquid meat, we got the rest of the pink slime out too. So there we go, we've got that going, and the mob slaughter factory is gone. So let's take that out, and let's run a pickaxe onto this. Alright, and let's take this and this out. So we're going to need to get the essence, and we'll need to get, let's see here. Looks like maybe you work from a central radius, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, you're going to spawn like right in there, which actually is fine. Let's see here. We could just probably... Can your range be enhanced? Oh, I sure can. Yeah, you can go right to the whole room if you want. But I don't need your range to be enhanced. All I need you to do is spawn Okay, you are always active. So what I should be seeing is that you will spawn some pink slime that I can then... Oh, no, you will not spawn a pink slime. You have no essence in you. Yes, there are two components here we need. We need energy, and I guess I don't need to even keep this in here. Put it in the base, really, for what I'm doing with it. I mean, pink slime aren't really that harmful. And by, not that harmful, I mean they're not harmful at all. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't trust that you won't lose that. And that was hard to get, so... Alright. My other Zag block. I had two, and now I don't. Oh, creepy. You're not hanging up by my Britannia area. No, no, no. Okay. Take a nap. Not sure I like that I moved the bed over here by the window. I mean, I thought I liked it before, but I don't think I do. I move it back. Let's see here. There's a great bug. I just got 130 levels of experience by storing the rest of my XP in there. Something to report to the Ender IO devs. Alright. We're in the corner. Yeah, it's fine right here. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to stick you in the wired charger. And we're going to put you, somewhere. So here's some essence. So let's get you out. And if you'll need to have a mob too. Hey, looky there. Hey, cool. Spawn a bigger one too. Okay. Alright, that's great. Okay, it was a mistake putting him in the base. That's my fault. But we'll have plenty of pink slime now. So let's... Ouch. Ow. Okay. Well, there we go. There's the pink slime that I wanted. So, this was a rousing success, if a little bit annoying. Alright. Clean up the mess. Where's my shovel? There we go. Now I've got 31 pink slime. That should be plenty for what I need to do. I need 12 more. So, yeah. That will be just fine. Okay. So, let's toss you in the system. Enderman heads can go in there. Chicken, not carrots though. Bottle, sugar, not potatoes. Not gunpowder. Not manuals. Alright, so I need to make 3 more of those laser lenses. I find it hard to believe I have no glass pane. I don't have any white stained glass panes, do I? Really? Is it possible I reverted to a state before I made the laser drill in the first place? Clearly that's what I did, because, I don't have it here. Okay, so gonna have to make another one. That's okay though, shouldn't be a problem. So I will just come back when I've made that off camera, and I will show you what we ended up doing. I guess we need 20 of them actually, since we never had any apparently. All right, back in a minute. All right, so I've been running the laser drill for some time now, and it does work. I mean, it's not perfect, it's not quick, and I've only got 19 gold ore for now, but it is something. And we got a bunch of other stuff too. So, there's diamonds in here, nether quartz ore, platinum, nickel, some more copper, even some lapis, and some emerald. So we are getting all kinds of good stuff. That being said, this has also burned through about 30 million RF. Now, our 4 generators are keeping up with the production. In fact, they are a net gain of power even when that's running. So it's going to need about 400 RF per tick, and you can get that from less than 3 generators. So the 4th one is, just making it go even faster. But I have set a switch up here to turn all of the machines off in case we don't want this to run, which I'm not sure that I do right now. I'm not sure it's the best use of my RF for the moment. It's great for looking for specific ores or getting very hard to find things like emerald, But you know, it's very random, so I don't know. It's difficult. Now, you can put more than a single lens in to increase your chances, but when I ran that in a test world, I didn't get a significant improvement in my resource, you know, gathering. So, but this will get us, you know, pretty much a stack of gold when I triple it. So at least that's pretty nice. So, you know, I wouldn't say this was a bad thing. Definitely a success, just not as big of a success as I was hoping for. So instead, I think I'd like to try running the builder as a quarry instead. I'm not sure what we'll need for that, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Now, it will be even more power hungry. But I have improved the farm. I put greenhouse glass everywhere. We are running low on a few things, like potatoes running low, so I expanded the potato section. I took out the canola, but I think I put it back and took out the rice instead, so we'll see what we need to do. And I have hooked up that drawer system and the one by the mob spawner into the drawers and the RS system. Now, and after I thought about that, I actually think that's not the best idea. Rather than having these drawer systems over here, it would be better because we're in the resources where they are. I would like to simply put them into an ender chest and have them imported into the system, and then we'll keep our drawers right up in here. So that's what I want to work on right now, an importing ender system. So I've got my ender pouch here, which is all white, so we're going to need a different thing for the ender chests. So let's see here, not the vanilla one. This is the one I want. So I need to get 3 of these. Uh-oh, we are all out of blaze rods now. So the first thing that I want to do is replace this thing here. I'm not sure if I showed you, but I put this back and put the importer here, so everything that goes in here will be imported into the system. And I don't know if there's a way to do any kind of hiding with refined storage, like if they support MC multipart or whatever. But right now, you know, you can see through there. I don't quite like that, but it's all right. So let's see here. You know, that's surprising. I thought, huh? Is there a bug? That was all my stuff. I seem to have. Well, let's not worry about that just yet. Let's go ahead and get some dye for these things. So it doesn't matter what kind of dye we're going to use, so I'll just use, you know, what I have, which is the floral cyan powder. Alright, there we go. That's empty, and huh. I think this destroyed my ender pouch inventory. There was a lot of stuff in there. Alright, I'm going to go check for a backup of my world and see if my stuff's there. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my backup and I restored my stuff, so all my things are fine, so that's nice to know. And I've dyed this ender pouch black, black, black to make sure we don't have any mishaps in the future. At least I hope that's what will happen. If you want to dye ender pouch, you dye an ender chest, and you shift right-click the ender pouch to change the colors on the bag. So what I'm going to do right now is go and rearrange the inventory stuffing system over on these places, and then I will come back and show you what changes have been made. Alright, first thing I wanted to mention is that I went back and checked the other save when I lost all of my ender pouch inventory, and I didn't lose it. This chest was set to white. There's an importer underneath it. All the stuff was in the system, just like it should have been. So, yeah. I'm a derp. Whatever. Other thing is I have changed the farm over. We've got the chest right here, so everything will go in the system and be put over in the drawers in there. So no more having pipes come all the way out here anymore. So that will be nice. I've set this up partially, but not entirely. I need to get more blaze rods so that we can make more ender chests. So I want to have an ender tank for this drum of essence. So we can have essence wherever we need it. So maybe we'll make another mob farm somewhere, or, you know, whatever. And I don't know what I'm going to filter and blacklist yet, so I've got these things in here. But at some point, I want to, you know, take care of that. So I have made a filter for the trash can here. And I'm going to need to be careful, because if I start pulling things out of there, we might have a bad time. So let's see here. The drum has a very large bounding box, so much that I can't really get in there. So let's go ahead and fix a little bit of that. Get me my pickaxe so I can take you down for a minute. So you are on extract. You will be active only with a signal, which means I'll just take the ender pearl just in case that doesn't work. Okay, so now if I take this filter out, yeah, you will not be breaking things. But I can now go shift right click with this filter. I can get rid of that. I can add bows to that. And now if I put the filter back in there, just change that back. So you can see the bows went away, nothing else did. So now the bows of any durability will be thrown away, everything else will stay where it should be. So basically what we want is for this to have a higher insert priority than you would get from this. And we're not going to extract things from here, at least not long term. I want to run this for a little while, get some of the junk that I don't care about, put that on the filter, and then, you know, have it automatically trashing, you know, chain armor, leather armor, stuff like that, stuff that I won't need. Everything else should go into the chest over here. So for now, I'll just go ahead and put those things in there. But at some point, we'll want to manually take care of that. Or stop manually taking care of that. So that's my plan right now. I'll put the tank back down there so we can get some more essence. So I need to go back to the nether and get some blaze rods. Could get a blaze rod spawner. That's definitely an option, and probably a good option. If I want to use that industrial foregoing spawner, though, I'm going to need to have another mob imprisonment tool, which requires a gas tier. I only have the one gas tier. So I need to fight some ghasts. So I think it's time we started working on some form of flight. And I'm going to use simply jetpacks for that. The angel ring from X Utilities is really nice, but I don't know. I feel like it's almost OP. Maybe it's not, because it takes a while to get it. You have to go kill a gas, kind of annoying, but I feel like I could do that. You know, I could have done that like a long time ago. It just doesn't feel right to me. So I'm going to use that for the moment. Maybe in time, I will take care of that. But for now, I would like to get a jetpack. Alright, so when I was playing with the Ender IO mod, it somehow disabled simply jetpacks. That's why we didn't have that there. But I've re-enabled that. It was probably that simply jetpacks was depending on Ender IO to make these things, so it just deselected it just in case. But you don't need Ender IO because it has thermal expansion recipes too, but you've got to have one of them. So there you go, that's what happened with that. But that's fine now, I fixed that. So simply jetpacks kind of involved for crafting. So before we get into building jetpacks, I'd like to work with crafting in refined storage, because it is the other thing that makes the mod just the best mod ever. And there's even an add-on called Reborn Storage, which adds the AE1 crafting mechanic back in there, at least mostly. So that's what I want to get started with. I want to get started with Reborn Storage. So at Reborn Storage, we're going to need some of these crafting frames, heat conductors, crafting CPUs, and crafting storage. So the storage is where your patterns go. The CPU makes the device faster. Heat conductors, you need those, and the crafting frames to make your multi-block structure. So the smallest we can make is a 3x3x4. It's 4 tall and a 3x3 base. So let's go ahead and make some of those. So let's see here. If we need, how do we make these things? Okay. So every crafting frame requires an improved processor and then some more gold. Wow, that's expensive. All right, that's fine. Vectors require basic processors. Crafting CPUs require basic processors. This requires, we're going to require one of each, not either kind. Alright, so we're going to need a bunch of improved processors. So, what do we have? We've got 6 of those. We've got 12 of those. We've got some printed basic ones. Alright, so we can take some redstone, and we can take some, that's all we've got, huh? Okay, we're going to need more of that then. Let's see here. Let's get a stack of sand, and we'll go and sag mill that. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the, there's no printed silicon, really? Nope. I guess we used it all. Maybe it's over here. Oh, here it is right here. So there's the advanced processors. So let's go ahead and have that get to work. And we will work on these printed basic ones, and that's what we have right now. And now we'll get some gold. How much gold do we actually have? We've got, oh, close to 3 stacks now. Alright, so let's make half a stack of these advanced processors. Alright, that's a good wrapping up point for today. In the next episode, we'll come back and continue working on our auto crafting. Thanks for watching. See you next time.